Moving right along. Showtime! second line. Do that second line. Do that second line. Do that second line. Do that second line. Do it right on time. Do that second line. 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 Do it right on time. Second line, do that second line, do that second line, do that second line, do it right on time. It's your last chance to dance, last chance to dance. It's your last chance to dance. It's your last chance to dance. It's your last chance to dance, last chance to dance. Do that second line, do that second line.
Hey family, Ron Richardson here from Conversations with Ron Richardson. Join me this Saturday live 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WBOK 1230 AM, streaming worldwide on WBOK1230.com as I welcome community, organization, the HIV prevention mobsters. They'll be joining me to discuss the recent cuts to many HIV programs here in Louisiana that help patients get medical services and many other benefits when it comes to their overall health. This will be a very informative interview. Please tune in, and thanks for your continued love and support. And remember, healing and recovery start with you.
Good Friday morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. There's a new law aiming to close a loophole regarding labeling imported seafood. This law aims to stop vendors and restaurants from what's known as commingling or mixing domestic and foreign seafood while passing it off as local. Restaurants and vendors who are caught not labeling commingled seafood will face a $15,000 fine for the first offense, $25,000 for the second, and $50,000 for the third. The final three suspects in the Deadly Republic nightclub shooting just made their first court appearance. Dandrick Green's bond is set at $1.1 million, and Jeremy Williams is at $650,000. Now, he was already in jail on unrelated charges. Michael Clavo had his bond set at $1.1 million, and this all comes 2 years after the nightclub shooting that killed Jezreel Poulier and injured 11 other people. Crime officials say they use a handful of technology to make the arrests. And a match 8 years in the making is finally here. Team USA will kick off their quest for a World Cup championship tonight in prime time with a showdown against Paraguay. The Team USA roster includes a mix of World Cup veterans and first timers, something they hope will propel them through the group stage and into the knockout rounds. The U.S. will play at least 3 games in the group stage, with those matches spread out over the next 2 weeks. Tonight's game will begin at 8 p.m. and will be played in Los Angeles, California. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK. And have a great day.
This is Andronica Morris, host of Put Housing First. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, where we will discuss how housing affects every aspect of our lives and what's necessary, what's needed to guarantee housing for all. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock as we dig down deep onto the issues that affect all of us.
Did you hear the news? Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom has a new time. Catch us now every Wednesday at noon. Same program, same great conversations. Just a new time. So catch Dr. Clark's 101 The Living Classroom this Wednesday and every Wednesday only on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass are both Jasmine and Jared on this Free Your Mind Friday. And if you're looking for us on Facebook, Facebook has crashed. So we are up on Twitch, we're up on YouTube, and maybe Twitter. I don't know. Maybe we don't. No, not the Spaces today. Okay, cool. So you still can access us visually on YouTube for the day. But good morning, and welcome. Grab yourself a comfortable chair, a mug or a tumbler of your favorite frosty or steamy adult beverage. Mind your manners. Say good morning and sit a spell with us here on the front porch for the next 3 hours as we cruise the news and views with a New Orleans focused scope. And you can catch us or call us at 504-582-9422 to see what the conversation and how it needs to be steered. So step in, get comfortable, and kick it with us here on the front porch. And it's Free Your Mind Friday. If you got something on your mind, won't get it off your chest, give us a call, 504-582-9422. Good morning, and good morning. I hope that you all are having a wonderful start to your morning. I am having a wonderful start to my morning as I am watching one of my favorite artists, local artists particularly, on the screen. Crucial. But yeah, y'all, it is Friday. It's the weekend, baby. And it has been an interesting week, to say the least. I'm glad that we made it to Friday, but my God, it's been a whole lot of. But as with everything else, we press on. 504-582-9422. Hello, Elwin.
Good morning, Kim.
How are you? Ooh, turn that down. That is loud.
Yeah, let me turn it down.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. What you gonna do this weekend?
Lord, so much of stuff. So let's see. I have a picnic and a party tomorrow.
A picnic today?
A picnic tomorrow and a party tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes. So I'll do that, and then also, I have. I mean, my kids have stuff. So when they have stuff, I have stuff. It's rehearsals and all of the different things that are happening right now. So, um, yeah, that's what I when I'm out and about with the children.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I know next Saturday I'm going to a meeting with my group,
What group?
my NFB group.
Uh huh.
We're gonna have a meeting and then we're gonna go out to eat after the meeting is over with. Um, it's been a while since I've been in that group, but I stay in touch with everybody that's in the group. So,
I hear you. No
I,
concert watching this weekend.
huh?
I said no concert watching this weekend.
No, 'cause they ain't got nothing coming on Channel 12. I got my Jimi Hendrix to play though. My thing I got from the Mushroom. So I'm gonna play that this weekend.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I was listening to War earlier before
War.
you
Which
came
song?
on. Before with Country City Country.
Huh?
War, the group War.
Yeah. What is it good for them? Right.
No, not them. That's what's his name? No, War is Cisco Kid.
Say that
You
one
know
more time,
Cisco
Elwin.
Cisco Kid.
Cisco Kid. Oh, that's the song you were
Yeah,
listening to.
yeah. I was listening to
Got it.
that, and I was listening to Country City Country. What's his name? Lee Oscar did. Lee Oscar played on that.
Okay.
By the
Well.
way, is he still around?
Oh, Cisco Kid.
No. Lee Oscar.
Lee Oscar. I feel like somebody with that name is probably not. Yep, they are. 78 years old, born March 24th, 1948.
March. Wow.
3 years and 3 days. No, three years behind and 1 day behind my mother.
Wow. He's
Hmm
78 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, he almost up there with my mom. My mom is 89.
Oh, really? No, that's a little distance, Elwin.
Yeah, that's a little distant, but she's 89. I know some point I might have to go up there and see her, but um, my sister and my nephew and his child went up there to see her.
Okay.
So sometime in the point, I might have to go up there and see her.
And when are you gonna make your move over that way?
Well,
What's some
that's a
point?
good
What does that look
question,
like?
and that's a good question. You asked me, but right now I have no definite answer for that.
Say what now?
But I say that's a good question you asked me, but I don't have a definite answer for that
Oh,
right
that's
now.
okay. You can start thinking on it.
Well, I am thinking on it. She's the only parent I got living, so because my father passed away, so she's the only parent I got living. So it comes to the point where I'm gonna have to make a decision and go up there, bite the bullet and go on up there anyway. My brother stays up there with his wife, and my niece stays up there with her husband. So I mean, they got she got people up there, like I
Okay.
got people down here. So at some point or another, I'm gonna have to make the point and go up there.
Well, you know what you need to do for you, but I caution you not to wait too long.
Wait, repeat that.
I said you need to do what you have to do for you, but I caution you not to wait too long.
Oh no, I'm not gonna wait too long. I'm not gonna wait too long. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go up there and see her. I might go up there and see her for Thanksgiving this
Okay.
year. I'm thinking about it.
I hear you.
So Yeah, because you only got one parent, and you got need to spend time with them.
You should
So
want to.
yeah, you would want to spend time with them.
I would give a lot to talk to mine again.
Yeah, I know. And I don't want to go through that where I can say, well, I'll give anything to be with her, and she's not here anymore. So,
Mhm.
I don't want to go through that. So, even though we got issues between us, but I'll put those issues aside when I go up there and see her.
That sounds like a plan.
So, other than that, I'm at home and I'm sitting on the sofa right now,
Mhm.
and gonna be watching Sanford and Son tomorrow when they come on the reruns. So,
Why Sanford
um,
and Son?
well, I like Sanford and Son.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I like the comedy.
No
I
judgment,
mean,
just
even though
curious.
even though they reruns, I enjoy them. I mean, some of the TV, some of the shows today, I don't really care for. So I rather the reruns than to look at some of the today's shows.
Okay.
So so you have a great day, Kim.
You too, Elwin. You stay out of trouble, okay?
But I gotta find something to get in.
Just steer clear of trouble. Don't do that. Don't
You
do
know
that.
me. I
Yeah, I
gotta
know.
find something to get in. Even though I'm gonna stay out of trouble, I gotta find something to get in. You know how that
At
goes.
least I did my part.
Yes, you did your part. Yes, you did,
Mhm.
Kim.
As long as I
You
did my
really did
part,
your part.
I can walk away and
Oh, by the
not
way,
feel
what was
bad
the
about it.
answer for Thursday?
We didn't give it. It went back into the bag.
Oh, it went back into the bag.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought y'all had got an answer on that one.
No. People gave some pretty interesting guesses, but we didn't
Okay.
quite get an answer.
Well, anyway, you have a great day
All right,
and
you
great
too.
weekend.
You do the
And I'll talk.
same. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Talk to you
Elwin.
later.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Yes, indeed. It's been a week. It's been an interesting week. How y'all coping so far with all of the different outcomes that have happened and all of the movements that are moving? Ah, it's Free Your Mind Friday, and of course, if you have something that you want to get off your chest, something you want to discuss, of course, you can call me. We can talk about it. I hope that some of y'all are taking some opportunity to relax because, to be quite honest, it has been, I don't know. It seems like people are finding more and more ways to descend into disarray and chaos, and it seems like they're enjoying the journey to do so. But it's so strange. I remember at one point, we were speaking of unity and ways to unify, and now we're just trying to figure out how we can step and stomp on each other. That's unfortunate, but it is where we are. Uh, Grelin and I have had conversations about how we can make things better and, moving with the people who want to move with us. Because, yeah, either you come with us or you stay where you are, and that's also fine. But make sure that you build your own community because while some people in our community have very weak no's, I don't have a weak no. Once it's no, it's no. It's done. And yeah, I hope we start sorting some things out. There was a post by Reggie Flood that he put up, and I was really, really excited to see and hear him putting this on his page because typically we see a lot of these discussions um, on other pages. Reggie Flood, and yeah, to see the things that he's been putting out lately has been appreciated. And so he said it's time to have some discussion about anti-blackness among black people. We do. Like, we're long overdue, but we have so many discussions that we need to have in our community. that unfortunately a lot of people check out of it once something resonates with them, because nobody wants to hold um hold the discomfort that comes with that. And my response to his post was, it's overdue. Ultimately, it's going to be a tough one, meaning it's going to be a tough conversation. Many Black people see themselves in relationship to colonialism as close proximity to whiteness through colorism, elitism, classism, misogyny, misogynoir, homophobia, and the need to be special Black people. It's going to be a continued problem until we address it. But yeah, the conversation's overdue. And as listeners who like to be conflict avoidant go, how long are we going to keep talking about this? Well, until we fix it, until we address it, until people sit with the discomfort, sit with um sit with the undoing, or the recognizing that we are undoing things that we have learned as a community, and things that at one point or another that um, we thought that if we assimilated, things would get better. Uh, it hasn't gotten better. So just be who you are. Let us be who we are, and seek protections for everybody within our community versus trying to find other ways that we can be the magical Negroes. Like, enough is enough. And enough is starting to be enough for other communities that we had been saying, hey, don't vote for this guy. It's not going to mean a good thing for you. You're going to be in danger, y'all. But unfortunately, some people were like, well, they're only after the Blacks. They only want the Mexicans. It's okay. They only hate the gays. And now you're all paying almost $5 for gas. I don't know if you all have I don't know if you all have noticed some weird things that are happening in healthcare. Something just came out, I think it was this morning, that um Trump is seeking to change or suggest changes to the Affordable Health Care Act to encourage insurance companies to give loans to people who cannot afford care. So instead of you just having medical debt that your insurance covered, you may be encouraged to take on a debt by way of loan to satisfy your cost for your health care that adds on to your financial load when you're just trying to get health care. Yeah. Where are my people who I'm a vote independent? I sure did. What is Jill Stein doing for you now? And those of you, well, we need to work with somebody who was good at business. Is he? Like, is he? And for those people who went with the economics piece, how much are eggs now? How much is bacon? And according to one of our listeners, Mark, he said ethanol is being added to the gas and it's making it burn faster. So how often are you filling your car up? And then there are the people who say your vote don't count. I have so many choice words for you all because you didn't even get in the game, and then now you're complaining about the results. Go to hell all the way and sit there, because what are we doing here? It's crazy. Crazy. Yes, Mark, I mean to tell you that assimilation won't grant you acceptance, because at the end of it all, when they have their conversations and they talk about you while you're not there, you're still just another word that rhymes with trigger, with the hard R. Not the GGA, the hard R. And we try to straighten our hair to be accepted. Some of us have tried bleaching our skin to be accepted. Some of us have gotten all the degrees. I mean, all of the degrees, and still no acceptance and no community in those spaces, because even for the Asians, Latinos, Black people, Africans, Dominicans, I mean, people from around the world, Polish, English, unless you are willing to take a L for being pseudo accepted, once you disagree with them or highlight something where they do wrong, they're going to oust you anyway. And all of that is odd. It's very, very odd. And it's unfortunate that we haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, here we are. And of course, again, it's Free Your Mind Friday. If you got something on your mind, you want to get it off your chest, give us a call. Facebook seems to be back open. So for those of you who have a particular desire to commune with your regular community, it is available. It is up now. You may join the chat. And those of you who are on YouTube, I see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all names are not the same on Facebook as they are on YouTube, but I see you all are joining the conversation and the discussion. But yeah, you know, it's a whole lot of things happening in the country, a whole lot of things happening in the state, a whole lot of things happening in the city. It's a whole lot of who did what, who, I don't know, is on first. Yeah, who's on first? That's the name of that was the name of the play. Who's on first? I don't know is on second. Y'all remember Abbott and Costello? Nobody knows what's going on now. So I don't know what it's going to take for us to identify where we need to be working toward the same objective for us in this community, and stop seeking ways to divide us. Now, if people just stupid, just go ahead and call them stupid. It's fine. Or something that they did was stupid. Okay, fine. And those who want to come along are welcome to. Those who don't want to come along, that's cool. It's fine. Like, make your choice and sit with it. Make your choice and sit with it. Those of you who are making these choices also inform your friends of the people who are making choices, especially if they're against your community as a whole. We have work to finish that was started, 50 years ago? And we still haven't gotten a resolve. Elitism does nothing for all of us. Homophobia does nothing for all of us. And the people who need to separate people's sexuality from their color also need to identify that they have separated themselves from logic and are likely closeted queers. Yeah. It happens every time. It happens every time. Boosie back in the news again, talking about somebody in their queerness. I just want him to come out already because he is stressing me out. He is stressing me all of the way out. And I don't know. I know some churches have been reporting about low attendance and people not going. Maybe that's time for us to have that conversation too about the homophobia in church. Because some of your biggest fans are queer. First and second row in the church. Very, very queer. Very loudly queer. And y'all don't even see it. But yeah, I guess at some point we'll have some conversation about that. But I guess it won't be today. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly sunny and hot with highs reaching 89 to 96 degrees, feeling like 100 to 105. A slightly better chance to see spotty showers and storms in the afternoon and evening, especially on the South Shore. Most rain, if you get any at all, will wrap up by late evening. Lows for tonight, 75 to 78 degrees. Over the weekend, temperatures expected to be back into the 90s, feeling like 100 to 105 and above. Spotty chances for rain. For the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey, this is D. Riley from the 90s Hits R&B Jams. Make sure you listen to WBOK 1230 AM every Saturday night from 7 until 9 p.m. I'll be giving you the best R&B jams from the 90s. That's right, all your favorites and more. With me, D. Riley, your host of the 90s Hits, right here on WBOK 1230 AM, or listen online at WBOK1230.com. WBOK, the station you listen to longer.
Climate Hope NOLA presents this month's climate keyword, adaptation. Climate adaptation means preparing our communities for stronger storms, hotter days, flooding, and rising water. That means planting trees, restoring wetlands, protecting homes, and helping families recover stronger after disasters. In New Orleans, resilience is part of who we are and how we survive. Learn more, stay informed, and take action with Climate Hope NOLA. Visit Team Hope NOLA on Instagram to learn more.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Greetings and salutations. I am Edward B. Coulon Smith, chairman of the board of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to invite you to tune in every Wednesday at 12 noon on WBOK to listen in on Black to Business and be a part of the movement that's going on. Thank you.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared and Jasmine. And yeah, it is Pride Month. It is big Pride Month. There's a whole lot of stuff coming on, and we'll be having some people on. Yeah, you're right. It's not homophobia. It's just stupidity. It's okay. It's okay. Like, listen, nobody invited you. You're declining the invitation that nobody invited you to. So, yeah. So I really, the last couple of days, I have been busy, and so I haven't really been posting a whole lot. I post a little bit, little, yeah, whatever. But it's always the geriatric millennials and the boomers that I piss off regularly, and I do understand the way of life, um, and the I do understand why people cling to things that they are comfortable with. However, when things don't serve you anymore, I mean, the smart thing to do would be to pivot. But I know as you get older, it's difficult to pivot. But there are some people who are older who do a wonderful job at that, right? And normally, like my dad, the older he got, the more reflective he got, and he'd be like, "Well, you know what? Yeah, this ain't useful no more. Throw that out." Right. Throw that out. It's not useful anymore. So I don't know. Again, as we said before, those of us who want to come with you are welcome to. Those who do not, find your community, and that is all fine. But choose your side and stay there. That's all I'm saying. Matter of fact, if we fall out, you can lay there. Okay? It's okay. Lay there. Um, but yeah, it is Free Your Mind Friday. The number here is 504-582-9422. This weekend is proving to be a busy one. Hopefully I'll get a chance to see my cousin this weekend because it's about time for us to have a people watching session. And then with all of the other processes and travel that we'll be doing, I hope that it will soon um I don't know, I hope things will kind of chill, like kind of kind of level out because this high low, high low, high low. Good God, it's a lot. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey DiCaprio, good morning. Josh said Boosie celebrating Pride Month with his complaints. I mean, I think that might be what it is, but I really want him to come out already. Hey Gracie, how you doing this morning? I saw some Marion for a little bit. Hey, hey, how you doing? And I want to say this is Jackie Wilmore and Gerald. Hey, hey. And I don't know. I don't want to be calling people the wrong name. So sorry. If I see your name, I don't want to just call your handle. But I hope y'all are having a good start to your day. I most certainly am entertained for sure by just watching people. People are funny. People rarely disappoint me, which I hate that about how much of a I'm not gonna say I'm cynical, but I am, yeah, kind of, or at least feeling contrary with people and their behavior. It's annoying. It's annoying, and I just be wanting the people say shut up talking to me, cause what what are we doing? But anyway, it's summertime. I'm excited about all the things that are coming up. Father's Day is quickly approaching. Father, let the funds continue to accumulate so we can celebrate this man real good. Because Lord have mercy. Hey, DiCaprio. Oh, West Jefferson Alumni Weekend. Okay, it's going to be a blast. Hold on to your glass. Well, I hope y'all have a good time. I know where West Jeff is. I only knew one person who went to West Jeff when I was in high school. Um, and I never knew anybody else who went to West Jeff until I was an adult. We are very odd about our portions of the city, and there are certain schools that we paid close attention to, and other schools we did not. And West Jeff was one of the ones I did not know. I didn't even know about the schools in Algiers, to be perfectly honest. So I don't know. That is I gotta do better. I'm trying to get into other spaces. I'm doing a little better. Not a lot, but a little. A little bit better. Uh what are y'all talking about here? Let's see. You want 3 pounds of crawfish with a spearmint snowball and a pineapple snowball so bad. Huh. Well, that's an idea. I had crawfish already this weekend. I got to be careful about how much seafood I'm eating lately because my the last time I had that whole weekend of crawfish, my salt content was a little higher than it needed to be. But yeah, we got to be careful about that. Plus, with the heat and all, definitely going to be hydrating more than consuming salty foods. But I'm super excited about this weekend, and I'm so glad it's summertime. But for whatever reason, kids are still in school. If anybody's listening, your kids or your grandkids are still in school, give me a call because I'm curious. Because I still see kids in uniform traveling to and from school. And I'm like, I thought school was over. It's June 12th. We should be done. But anyway, y'all, we're going to take this break. You're listening to The Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
Step back in time and experience the moments that shape our world at the National World War II Museum, located in the heart of the Warehouse District in New Orleans. This world-renowned museum brings history to life, telling America's story in the war that changed everything, why it was fought, how it was won, and what it means today. From immersive exhibits to powerful personal stories, this is more than a museum. It's an experience. Plan your visit today at nationalww2museum.org. World War II Museum, where history lives.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. President Trump says a deal to end the conflict with Iran could come soon.
The documents are in pretty final shape, so we'll see. We'll see. Very good.
He says negotiations are close enough that planned military strikes were called off, adding a signing ceremony could happen as early as this weekend. A black woman from Louisiana is suing after months of alleged racial harassment by a teenage neighbor. The lawsuit claims the teen vandalized Caroline Morrison Howard's home, even appearing in a KKK robe. The teen was arrested and now faces charges. He's been released on $45,000 bond. And former Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs has been denied parole following his fatal DUI crash. Ruggs apologized to the victim's family during the hearing and accepted responsibility for the crash that killed 23-year-old Tina Tintor. He will be eligible for parole again before August 2027. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Set your flag on fire. My flag boy, your flag boy, sitting by the fire. When my flag boy told your flag boy, set your flag on fire. Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go one day. Giacomo Fido Anande say Giacomo talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Aiko one day. Giacomo Pino Anande sing Giacomo Pinani. Now look at that boy all dressed in white. Aiko one day. Tried to get to heaven on the tail of a kite. Giacomo Pinani. Now the kite string popped and down he fell. Aiko one day. Didn't go to heaven, he went to slide there. Giacomo Pinani. I'm talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Aiko one day. Giacomo Pino Anande say Giacomo Pinani. Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Aiko one day. Giacomo Pino Anande sing Giacomo Pinani. Giacomo Pinani, talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Aiko one day, Giacomo Pino Anande, Giacomo Pinani.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What you want talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared and Jasmine. On this Free Your Mind Friday, if you got something on your mind, want to get it off your chest, give us a call, 504-582-9422. And I was talking to you guys earlier in the show about the fact that it is being suggested that insurance companies offer you loans for your health care. If you can't afford it, then they should offer you a loan. So they're going to give you a financial instrument that they know you're not going to be able to escape using. Crazy work, right? And I want you to hear this. I don't know if you all are familiar with Aaron Parnas. He does a lot of reporting about what's going on in Congress and in the White House. So if you'd like to hear it, here you go.
to encourage insurance companies to offer loans to people who can't pay for health care and health treatment. According to the New York Times, deeply embedded in a 1,000-page document over the future of the Affordable Care Act for next year, the Trump administration is now going to start suggesting to health insurance companies to offer loans to individuals who can't afford care. Not lower health insurance prices or healthcare prices, but offer loans. This can go very wrong very quickly, especially given the fact that 1/3 of the American public right now has medical debt. And at the end of the day, when health insurance companies turn into loan sharks, they're going to profit more. They're going to end up having higher interest loans, make more money off the backs of people who already can't afford basic health care. And they are fully moving forward with this plan. We'll see whether insurers agree to it or not. It's up to them to offer these loans. But pretty big changes could be coming soon to healthcare in America. Follow for more.
So, yeah, if you already can't afford health insurance, sure, we'll give you a financial instrument that will enslave you. I'm curious whether those independent people, the non-voter people, and the people who voted for the weird guy that got the seat. Where are y'all now? Oh, it's messed up anyway. Shut up. Shut up. It's worse. Oh, Zionists and this, that, and the third. They are talking about leveling them people over in Palestine. In Gaza. Y'all are so weird. And the unfortunate reality is, because you're unwilling to say where you made an error, you're gonna die holding that one. It's just weird. Weird. Exactly, Jackie Wilmore. If you can't afford the health insurance coverage, 9 times out of 10 you won't be able to pay for the loan. Hence, a shackle, a financial shackle. Told you, people want free labor. And the fact that people are not investing and getting involved as it relates to the democratic process, yeah, here we are. And people still worried about what other people doing with their body parts. Shut up. Like, for real, just be quiet. It's ridiculous that here in 2026, the equal rights that were supposed to be given to us in 1964, many of those rights and those assurances have been removed. They've been removed because we couldn't be bothered to go and vote. Like, we literally could not be bothered to go and vote. And then we had people within our community with the misogyny and the misogyn wire. I ain't voting for her. She locked up all them black men in LA. And we've all come to find out that that was not accurate. Actually, she did the opposite, which was provide opportunities for people to get their records cleared and to get some assistance so that they don't have to go back, which is called recidivism. Sometimes people can be so exhausting, and it is so unfortunate that we all have to suffer for the ones who could not be bothered, because that last election, the presidential election, was not won because people overwhelmingly voted for the weirdo in office right now. It's because the people stayed home on their sofa. They stayed on the couch. And we are all dealing with the results of that. Let's see. Cam. Yes. And that is the reason why they are proposing it, designed to keep us in debt. And the funniest thing about that is that most Americans are not solvent. Like, they don't have the money to maintain their households without insurance. And not only are they making it difficult, they're adding another brick to your knapsack. Can't afford it? Take a loan out on it. Something will likely happen because you're already in a financial situation, which will add to your financial situation. And ultimately, that's bringing back criminalizing the poor. We already talked about the fact that It will now be a crime that is jailable if you're sleeping outside. Go to jail for sleeping outside. It's crazy. Insane. Mark says, we believe everything we hear without doing any research. Well, I caution about the research because then you have the Google University lawyers and doctors that be loud and wrong about everything. And the ones that really, really trip me out is the people who have like these high academic careers and then they still make uninformed choices, like being obtuse on purpose. That is always curious to me. I don't understand how people are able to like have the cognitive dissonance to operate in those spaces. But yeah, right now everybody's pretty much being forced to watch the collapse of democracy. And the question is, are people going to get back in the field and get back in the weeds about it? Like, do you care enough? Do you want to see it fall? Do you want to see it righted? Do you want to see certain promises kept? I mean, what are we feeling right now? Are we just like, hey, burn it down? And then what? What are we doing now? And while you're in this struggle or in this work to determine what's going to come next, make sure you're taking care of your health now. Make sure you're taking care of your health now, because the stress that's coming is only going to increase. And we know that when your bodies are compromised and you're adding stress onto it, it makes us less healthy. So after you go see about yourself, because I hope by now it's June, many of you have gone to the doctor to get your numbers, your cholesterol, your sugar, your blood pressure numbers. Men, hopefully you found out what your PSA levels are. Ladies, hopefully you've gotten your tatas checked out. And any other things, if your family is predisposed to, go see about it. Because the next thing you're going to be doing is financing your health care, which is crazy. And I'm curious, like, what is it going to take for everybody to take some stock into what's happening to everybody? Because the assumption it was only going to happen to a certain demographic. And right now, that's not who's being affected. That's not who's being affected. Everybody is being affected. So the number here is 504-582-9422. So Jared, it's been a couple of days. What you doing this weekend? Let's see if we have an answer this time.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, very good. I still plan on going to my friend's cookout. Yes.
The friend's cookout.
So I know his family. I went to St. Aug with him.
Okay.
Yeah. That is the plan.
And that's it. That in church.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else.
No.
Bailey doesn't have anything to do this weekend. I
Probably.
feel like Bailey has a lot all the time.
Bailey thing, I'll be invited, but sometimes I just don't go.
That's fair.
I have my own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, this weekend, I feel like I'm not even gonna. I usually try to map it out to figure out how things are gonna, like where I need to be this weekend. Just gonna free for all it and see how that works. I might be traumatized by Monday, but I don't feel like organizing nothing. I just wanna chill. It's summer, and it seems like people just don't know it's summer.
I just like to chill.
Yeah, like at any given moment. What would you like to do? Eat and lay it down on the couch and move.
I like to watch my movies and shows that I tell you about.
Yes. What are you watching right now?
Right now, I'm watching Widow's Bay.
What's that about?
It's
without giving out too much.
It's like a island. I can't remember exactly which. It's like off of some town. So that town is basically cursed, and the mayor of the town is trying to get tourists to come to the town. And the people that live there keep trying to tell him, do not invite the people here. Something is wrong. And as soon as, people start rolling in, it starts getting weird. People disappearing.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I'll tell you more about it later.
That's something. That's really interesting. I haven't been able to find something else on I haven't been able to find something else on the on like the apps and stuff lately. I've been actually reading. I have been reading some fantasy and some fiction, and then I also have Bill Crump Crump Ben Crump's book also. I got like about 3 books going on. Plus, I'm reading the 4th one because I have a student who's reading the book, so I have to know what's going on to discuss it. And yeah, I can't find anything on TV just yet. What are y'all watching? I know Hulu used to have a whole lot of stuff, but as of late, I don't know what to watch. Yeah. So I'm curious about that. 504-582-9422. Good morning, Pop Jones.
Hey, Kim, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you this morning?
Yeah, you always sound wonderful.
I always sound what?
Wonderful.
Wait, say that. I'm
like
missing.
your good spirit.
Oh, okay. Yes, I try,
Yeah,
Pop.
all right.
It's hard sometimes, but I try.
Look, Kim.
Yes.
I got a young friend of mine that's alumni of West Jeff. He's playing basketball tonight. Are they playing in one location?
Are they having like an alumni game or something?
Yeah, you know what you think about that?
I do not know anything about that, Pop. I have.
Oh, I have to ask him that. I thought maybe you
I
had
have
some
no
knowledge.
idea. No idea. I don't know a whole lot about the
Yeah, they've been playing. You know, they've been playing games.
Okay.
So they got a game tonight. Well, I'll ask him today.
Yeah, and then call us back so if other people are interested, we can let them know.
So they've been celebrating, I think, for all the week. You know what I mean?
Say that again?
I said they've been celebrating all the week.
West Jeff?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm on that side of social media, Pop. I know 2 people that I've seen post about West Jeff in like the last week.
Well, one of the days Friday, I take it. Probably you'll be off the air before I talk with him. But I know he's been going to game basketball because he's a basketball player. And he's been going to games. And I think it's, to celebrate their reunion. Like y'all do at 35, y'all have different events.
Yeah, no, I see a whole lot of different schools are starting to do that. I'm glad that they are because we really kind of need those areas for community. But I just don't hear about everybody's
that's
stuff.
A beautiful thing.
Yeah, I just don't hear about everybody's stuff.
Oh, right. But Landry, they have different stuff, so that's really a good thing.
Was that last weekend?
Landry had something not too long ago.
Okay, that may have been last weekend. I think this weekend
And
is Clark.
all
alumni weekend.
The graduating classes, alumni. So it's getting to be a normal thing.
Yeah, I love that. We need that. We need that community.
Right on, yeah. Like I wonder with Clark and some of the older schools.
Clark has theirs this weekend. And maybe Josh will call in.
Okay.
Yeah, Clark. Yeah, this weekend Clark has their alumni weekend. Hopefully, Josh will call us and let us know what Clark is doing for their alumni weekend.
Oh, okay. That's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely, it's wonderful.
Yeah, and you graduated from 35, right?
Yes, sir. Class of 94.
Y'all always having something.
Yeah, we are always having stuff. It becomes a bit much. We got to take this break. Hip hop.
All right, Kim. Good
All right, it's good
you.
to
Have
talk
a good
to you.
weekend.
All righty, talk to you later.
All righty.
All righty, bye-bye. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Hey everybody, it's Great One Brian Banks
And Kimber White Dupree
from the Front Porch.
Some convos are too good to miss. Now you can pull up a chair to the front porch anytime.
Just search WBOK Media and subscribe to the Front Porch Podcast.
Download, share, and hit us with a 5-star rating because New Orleans culture deserves to be heard loud and clear.
Good Friday morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. There's a new law aiming to close a loophole regarding labeling imported seafood. This law aims to stop vendors and restaurants from what's known as commingling or mixing domestic and foreign seafood while passing it off as local. Restaurants and vendors who are caught not labeling commingled seafood will face a $15,000 fine for the first offense, $25,000 for the second, and $50,000 for the third. The final 3 suspects in the deadly Republic nightclub shooting just made their first court appearance. Dandrick Green's bond is set at $1.1 million, and Jeremy Williams is at $650,000. Now, he was already in jail on unrelated charges. Michael Clavo had his bond set at $1.1 million, and this all comes 2 years after the nightclub shooting that killed Jezreel Poulier and injured 11 other people. Crime officials say they use a handful of technology to make the arrests. And a match 8 years in the making is finally here. Team USA will kick off their quest for a World Cup championship tonight in prime time with a showdown against Paraguay. The Team USA roster includes a mix of World Cup veterans and first-timers, something they hope will propel them through the group stage and into the knockout rounds. The U.S. will play at least 3 games in the group stage, with those matches spread out over the next 2 weeks. Tonight's game will begin at 8 p.m. and will be played in Los Angeles, California. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK, and have a great
Did you hear the news? Dr. Clark's 101, The Living Classroom, has a new time. Catch us now every Wednesday at noon. Same program, same great conversations. Just a new time. So catch Dr. Clark's 101, The Living Classroom this Wednesday and every Wednesday only on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. And on the other side of the glass is Jared here on this Free Your Mind Friday. And yes, Jackie Wilmore said Clark has been doing all alumni since 2017. There was a baseball game on Wednesday, a pop-up shop to get memorabilia, and see a dance on Friday, and Saturday's the cookout in the second line. I love it. I love it. 504-582-9422. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow, what's popping?
Say, bruh, ace of spade, deuce of spade, dogs running Esplanade. Y'all know it.
No.
Y'all know it. No, you don't got to worry about chatting with that, Kimber. Don't worry about that. We don't need, probably never needed y'all help anyway.
No. I know.
We need y'all help.
Well, I mean, I don't know that y'all needed our help, but you definitely used it. So I don't know how you, there's no return policy on something you've already used.
We need your help to join in on our beliefs. We need your help.
Are you even going to be here?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to make it.
Well, then you can't stop me from going. Poochoo.
I can put word in these streets, Kimber.
Poochoo. I know heavy hitters that went to Clark. Jackie Wilmore knows about it. Dr. Denise McLean.
I don't know about
she
that.
She was the homecoming queen at Clark. I don't remember the year.
See?
And yeah, so I could slide over there. Thanks.
No, go in there where you from. You from the West Bank.
I might just go just cause.
No, go in there West Bank. You ain't gonna take all that crimson and gray. You ain't gonna take that.
I have crimson and gray paraphernalia, Josh. I taught there.
I know you do. But you ain't putting no. You don't got no blood, sweat, and tears in there. So you didn't even. Did you teach you the one on Durbany?
I taught at the one. Yeah, that's off Esplanade in Durbany.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did go uptown for a minute.
With the one with the gym upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good times we had in that gym right there.
The cafeteria was underneath. Oh yeah, I've been all through there. Nah,
you got us wrong. We ain't no cafeteria underneath the gym.
Yeah, they have a cafeteria underneath the gym.
No, that was a weight room underneath that gym.
Well, they still have the locker room that's attached to it, but the cafeteria is underneath the gym.
No, it wasn't. Jackie,
I'm telling you where it is now.
You gonna let me, girl? You gonna tell me? And I was there doing all the color me bad and the shy.
Have you been there since 2010?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the cafeteria is.
That's not real.
Is
they
now.
Got cafeteria. That's Talk 2.0. That ain't real.
I guess.
Ain't real. That's Talk 2.0. We don't claim that.
I guess.
Talk 2.0. But man, some good times. I remember one year, I think it was my senior year. You know, David Duke was running for governor at that time, right?
I wasn't old enough to vote. I was 16.
Yeah, we all wasn't. So across the street, they got these old homes and stuff that's on Esplanade, and sometimes I think they'd be having like these. Either they was showing them off or what have you, or maybe someone was trying to buy them. But we just saw a group of white people get out of a van, right?
Okay.
Automatically, I started a chant. Well, I started a rumor saying that's David Duke. Then we started a chant, and I mean, it was so beautiful as the whole student body yelled across the street, F David Duke.
Oh, God.
Yes, we did. Pointing and yelling to the top of our lungs. I started that chant.
Oh, God.
So much so that the principal had to come on the intercom and tell us to stop, and we kept going.
Yeah, I would not have liked that y'all were yelling expletives out of
but you
the
love our
building, but I may have acquiesced. I may have, but that's not even the people.
Was connected to the politics at that time. Listen. To know that we ain't like David Duke. And even though we couldn't vote, we still had our feet, our streets, and our fingers, our pulses on the heartbeat of politics.
Well, I mean, that's good. We need revolutionaries who are the young people. It's not about the old people. So I appreciate the
Yeah.
activism and I appreciate the early involvement. Yeah, but if I was the principal of that school, I would have been having many heart attacks that y'all were yelling expletives out of
Yes,
my
we was.
school.
We were, I mean, with the F and the PH.
Yeah, that's
both versions. Both versions.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, but I tell you what, we would have failed that though, Kimber. We'd have failed miserably at that Asian boycott because we was going to Manchu. We'd have failed. We'd have failed. Even though we should have took it down the street by y'all by that pharmacy and got them hot dog sandwiches.
Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, got that. I was mesmerized when we had to go share school with you guys, and I went down there and said, "Well, y'all have this gym down here? I didn't even know y'all had this down here."
Listen, Eagles has definitely been the cause of people's slipping through the hole in the chain link fence of many days.
Man, you mean to tell me I could go buy me some Percocets and a high sausage slider? Can't beat that.
You are disgusting.
The rappers would have loved this place, man. They would have loved that place. The rappers would have loved it.
Yeah, no, you would get a good hamburger from Eagles, and then one of my homegirls worked there. So between Eagles and Mr. Willis, did you know Mr. Willis on Columbus?
No, I
on
ain't
that
traveled
corner?
that far.
Yeah, man.
Nah, so, and I remember because that was a little business, but they have like a little club on the corner of Esplanade, and I want to say a block after Claiborne.
You talking about the mother-in-law?
I don't know the name of the doggone place,
Mother-in-law?
but I know I think it's to play live music in that place.
Yeah, Mr. Mother-in-law, Ernie Cato.
Never knew about that. See, I was around history, didn't know nothing about it. I ain't knew nothing about it. I knew that club next to Manchus was like a lesbian club.
Yeah, Treme used to have the queer clubs up and down like Claiborne, and it started like at around around Basin, and then went into like up Claiborne, and they stopped around St. Bernard.
Boy, I tell you what, that Basin was tricky, because I remember being a youngin', me and my partners riding down Basin. So when you're going down Basin towards Canal, this club is on your left, across the street. So you're not noticing, though. So all you look over as a young man, you're like, look at all them chicks over there with them high skirts, mini dresses. Man, make your U-turn. Make that U-turn, that was people's sons. That was people's sons in the mini dress. Say, oh, no, that's not where we're trying to go. That's not where we're trying to go. But boy, they were deep, though. They were deep.
Yeah, they're strength in numbers because some of the straights be trying to pick fights with them, and they're still men.
We probably passed up, but some cats didn't do it. Some of them cats didn't lay up there. Let's go in. Somebody went in. Somebody went in. They will act like they didn't do it, but somebody went in there and messed with somebody's son, daughter. Don't be ashamed, Boosie. Don't be like that.
Yes.
So while I was having our alumni picnic, I've been listening to Get the Gag, Pass the Snake. I've been listening to all Section 8 music.
Not Section 8 music. Wait a minute, Josh.
Section 8 music, Kimber. That's what it is. Section 8 music. Get the Gag is nothing positive about that.
Sir.
Pass
Section
the
8
snake.
music, Josh, I'm going to need a second on that one.
So do what you want to do. You form anything that don't have a positive message is Section 8 jam. That's Section 8. That's Section 8. Like Shaking for Your Hood, that's not Section 8. That's pretty much everybody.
Okay, so when does it get into the Section 8 music?
When Give Me Some Heroin, that's Section 8. That's Section 8 right there.
But not just Section 8 people were using heroin now. So I don't know if that's a section. Matter of fact, heroin is expensive. So I think that's a everybody drug. Josh, that can't be Section 8.
You had to go to Section 8 places to get the drug. You had to go to Section 8. You couldn't just go on porches and buy no heroin.
Buy a ton of coke, though.
You had to go on them. You had to go on them jacks. Yeah, but they still had to go get them in them jacks. Section 8 music, which hey man, I'm not ashamed of it. I told you I listen to it loud and proud.
Yes, Cam. Cam asked the same thing I asked, which is, what is Section 8 music?
I just explained it to y'all.
But listen, Josh. Okay. Smoking that weed, smoking that fire. Section 8.
Smoking that weed, smoking that fire. Come
What is
on,
that?
that's section. It's section. I know the girl personally who made that song.
But
Trust
is it
me.
Section 8 music?
Section 8.
Everybody was smoking weed in different areas.
You know, doggone well, weed wasn't as widespread as it is now.
Yes, it was. What are you talking about?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't as
And
widespread.
it was stinky too.
No. Smoking that weed, smoking that fire. Section 8. Argue with your mom.
Now you
Section 8.
Section 8.
Get the gat. Section 8. Pass the snake. Section 8. Monkey on the stick. Come on now.
That's not Section 8 because who wasn't hunching?
But there wasn't monkeying.
Josh, that's pretty presumptive.
Be what you want to be. I'm saying it to be
Most
judged.
of my friends who went to private school was monkeying on the stick.
Yeah, they was, but where they lived at?
They didn't live in Section 8, and that's for sure.
So they probably had some affiliation.
We all got affiliation
Where that
in
song was
Section 8,
birthed out?
Josh.
Where was it birthed at? It was birthed out what? The Magnolia Project, right?
I don't know its origins.
You know what? You don't want to claim it. That's all on you.
I don't know its origins, but
I'm not ashamed of it.
I am
not
going to
ashamed
say
of it.
Section 8 music is wild.
So you telling me so where they at ain't Section 8?
No.
Oh my gosh. This dude ain't never said, he ain't say not one English word in that whole entire song.
He said, shake that thing like a salt shaker.
Like, when he says short, he must say salt shaker. Come on, man. I got love for him. I don't hate them. I ain't say they're terrible
He
people.
said words.
Come on, Kimber.
Now,
You
he did not say
spell the word.
sentences.
Spell the
But
word.
he said
brrr.
words.
I want you to spell it. Spell brrr. I bet you can't spell it.
I
Spell
mean,
it.
the same way you say, oh, grrr. I mean, you
No.
know.
No.
It's the same.
Stop
It's
it.
about the same difference.
Don't be ashamed of what we of our soundtrack.
Lord
We are.
have mercy.
It is what we is. Yes.
I
I'm
am
listening
out
to
done
it
with
when
you in this Section
when
8 music. I am
when
never
I'm
going to
listening
hear it
to
the
it-
same.
Come on, bro. Get it, girl. Don't stop.
That was not Section 8. I'm telling you. I know. I'm not gonna even say how we're connected, but I know somebody who got bounced off the stage by her mama with Warren Mays and Get It Girl.
Yeah, I know you talking
But
about
they
too.
lived.
She's
But
well
they
known.
lived in a 5-bedroom house. It was not
But
Section
what
8.
was her affiliation? See, you understand what I mean by Section 8? It was birthed out of Section 8 situations.
I don't know, Josh.
Where they at, oh? Where they at?
I don't
know. That DJ Jimmy. You tell me that ain't Section 8.
Nuh-uh, that's T.T. Tucker and DJ Herb.
No,
boy.
I'm talking about the DJ Jimmy version.
Get-
Where he at? Where he at?
Oh,
Do it, baby, do
well,
it, baby,
you
stick
might
it,
have a
baby.
point
Come on
with
now.
that particular song.
Stop it.
That
I got to
particular
put all
song.
that.
I'm not gonna put all of them. I'm not gonna put
Come
all
on,
of them.
bro. Do I
But you
got
might
to
have
go
a
back
point
to
with that one.
Nasty? What about Nasty B by Bust Down?
That's strip club music.
Section 8.
It's strip club
Section 8.
music.
Section 8.
I don't know, Josh. Well,
Put your bellies on. Section 8.
nah, I don't know. And my brother
Don't
has
trust
never
that.
owned a
Don't
pair of
trust
bellies, so I
that
can't
by
really
Tim
say a whole lot of that. I cannot go along with a lot of that.
Because you can't. You ain't willing to do what I wanted to do.
Mm.
Can't trust that by Tim Smooth. Section 8.
I'm not gonna
Section
say
8.
that.
All this birthed out of Section 8, Kimber.
I don't know. Anyway, we
If
gotta
they don't
take
like
this
what
break,
I'm saying,
Josh.
turn your
You are
radio off.
crazy.
Huh?
I say we gotta take this break. You are crazy.
Okay.
All right.
take that.
Later.
All right, bye.
Section 8 music. I have no words, and that doesn't happen often. But you listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly sunny and hot with highs reaching 89 to 96 degrees, feeling like 100 to 105. A slightly better chance to see spotty showers and storms in the afternoon and evening, especially on the South Shore. Most rain, if you get any at all, will wrap up by late evening. Lows for tonight, 75 to 78 degrees. Over the weekend, temperatures expected to be back into the 90s, feeling like 100 to 105 and above. Spotty chances for rain. For the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey, everybody, it's Graylin Bryant Banks.
And Kimber White Dupree.
From the Front Porch, y'all. You know how we do. Every Monday is Moving Monday.
And Tuesday is Trivia Tuesday.
And y'all know we have nothing but bad cheering coming through here on Wednesday.
But stick with us. On Thursday, we travel.
That's right. And Friday's Free Your Mind Friday, so get your brass up.
Something on your mind? Want to get it off your chest?
Holla at your people. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to.
All day long.
Looking for a great deal on your next phone? Come see us at your locally owned AT&T store for the latest Samsung and iPhones. Visit us at 3616 South Carrollton Avenue. We have great offers on watches, tablets, accessories, and internet service. Whatever your connectivity needs are, our team is here to help you keep connected. Visit us today at AT&T, 3616 South Carrollton Avenue. Locally owned and proudly giving back to the community.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass are Jared and Jasmine. It is Free Your Mind Friday, And if you have something on your mind, you want to get it off your chest, give us a call here at 504-582-9422. It is Friday. I actually feel better than I felt yesterday. I'm not feeling as much soreness um, as I was feeling yesterday because I definitely was feeling muscles that I didn't care about anymore. But so far, so good today. I hope that this continues on. Josh said, wait a minute. Y'all been in the comments with the foolishness. What are y'all talking about? Let's see. The songs that were birthed in Section 8 environments. What? I don't know, Josh. I don't feel like all of those people came out of Section 8. I don't feel like it. Josh, that wasn't Section 8. It was public housing. There's a difference. Yeah, there is a difference, but I don't feel like it needed to be characterized either way. We all saw 8 Mile, where somebody from the suburbs came up with some popular music, even if it was cultural music. That happens everywhere. So everybody who makes that kind of music is not out the hood, especially when it comes to bounce music. The bambula drum and its sound is very instinctive to those of us who are of African descent. So yeah, stop that. Stop that. Insane. That is crazy. Feel I Feel and Pimp Daddy. I mean, but that's not the only people that we got who made music. Stop that. Stop that. What is that, boys and girls? Classism. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. As a matter of fact, I had a couple friends who delved into the music making industries here. And we've had a few of them over here. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember. Well, of course, y'all remember Downtown Leslie Brown. Downtown Leslie Brown was also a rapper in a group called In Too Deep. And then you saw my homegirl, Ari. She came. She is a gospel artist. And then PNC, Kango Slim, and Misdemeanor. They went different areas of music, and everybody was not birthed out of Section 8. That is insane. Mark says, in Josh's defense, all the good music did come from the project. I don't know, but I'm going to say this. I had a lot of fun in the project because middle class neighborhoods tend to be a little less fun, for lack of a better term. I used to have a grand time when I went over by my cousin's house, flipping on a mattress, very adventurous, until the late 80s when crack was at its height. Then at that point, kind of want to stay out of there. But yeah, no, I had a blast. Florida, the Iberville, good times, real good times. We had I don't know, that garnered community because people used to protect each other, wash their clothes together, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool versus being in the suburbs where that things tended to be less. Um, it tended to be less communal. Everybody in isolation. So I hope we find our way back to community collecting of resources because we just heard, yeah, it might be financing your health care. Isn't that insane? Financing healthcare. That is crazy. So we'll see. It's very, very interesting times. And you said PNC hung in Section 8 environments when they made Thank You, Miss Lily. You know what? We might have to get both of them on here and get some background about where they were when they were making this music. That might be a series, Josh. Who knows? We might have to look into that. But for one thing for sure, people born in New Orleans, there's a talent brush that befalls most people here. And it may not be in the same art, but for sure, definitely definitely touch with some sort of creative talent, whether it be cooking, singing, playing an instrument, um, visual art, photography. I mean, the talent that we have here is endless, and it's really cool to see people or see those talents grow here. What's unfortunate is that we have to see our talented people leave here, make an impression upon other people for us to roll and ride with them. But at some point or another, we'll figure out a better way than that. Indeed. You listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is speaking out against the recent cross burning in downtown Chicago.
The fact that it even occurred at all speaks to what happens when the seeds of racism and fascism grow unchecked in our country.
He says the state is deploying resources to find those responsible. A man has been convicted in a hate crime killing in New York. 20-year-old Dmitry Popov was found guilty of manslaughter in the 2023 stabbing death of black dancer O'Shea Sibley, who was attacked after dancing at a Brooklyn gas station. Sentencing is set for later this month. And the 2026 FIFA World Cup is underway with a big opening day. Mexico kicked things off with a 2-0 win over South Africa after a ceremony featuring Shakira and Burna Boy, while the U.S. opens its tournament today against Paraguay in Los Angeles. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230
I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass are Jasmine and Jared here on this Free Your Mind Friday. It is Friday, June 12th, and y'all never guess who stopped by here on the Front Porch. Y'all have been hearing me talk about my food activities and travels and things in one particular place you've heard about a lot lately. But welcome to the Front Porch, Mr. Lance Domino of Wild Turkey Nola. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing wonderfully. Jared can also tell you that like when he gets the pictures of food and whatnot, it looks amazing. But yeah, definitely have been talking about Wild Turkey Nola. And before we get into our interview, somebody's on the line. Hey, Miss Pam.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Kimber, how are you, baby girl?
I'm doing well. How are you this morning?
I'm good. And I called at the right time. You got Mr. Wildman, Turkey Man on the line.
Yes, he is in the building.
Oh, praise God. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I've only been there 3 times, but I have reservations for Father's Day.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I want to make sure that I meet you, so definitely seek me out. I'll definitely be there for Father's Day.
Okay, I sure will. And I thank Miss Danita, I believe her name is.
That's Danita. That's the manager.
Yeah, every time I go and she's there, and everybody's so nice, and not just your waitress takes care of you, but everybody else comes by, and everybody's friendly. The place is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
And
That's called the Wild Experience.
It's the ambiance is perfect. If you ever need to go on a date, I tell anybody, go there. Please go there.
Definitely appreciate
you're gonna get whoever you're trying to get. So thank you so much, sir. I'm glad to be able to talk to you. And I wanted to let you know, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, and can't wait to go back.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, y'all take care. WBOK family, love you all.
All
Bye-bye.
right, love you right back. Talk to you later. All right. So, unsolicited customer testimony.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, before we go too far about the restaurant, we like to know about the journey.
Mm-hmm.
And tell our listening audience what has been the journey from, how did we get here?
So in 2020, obviously COVID happened, and I was fortunate enough to be an essential worker. I'm a operations manager at a concrete company.
Mm-hmm.
I was fortunate to be an essential worker. So, just sitting around, the whole world stopped, and I'm just looking around, looking on social media, and I'm seeing like everything is stopped, like DJs, like clubs, everything. The only thing that really was like really moving was food.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously New Orleans is a culinary city. So I'm like, I wonder what I can do to kind of like tap into that.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually had a vacation plan at Disney World. I always wanted to try the turkey leg.
Okay.
Right? I always wanted to try the turkey leg. So the turkey leg was on my mind. And then I'm seeing places in other cities that's doing turkey legs. And I'm like, all right, cool. This looks like it can work. Now, the thing is, New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
Pastas,
Yes.
gumbos,
Yes.
etouffees, all kind of Creole cuisine. So I'm like, I wonder if I take this pasta, because I make a real, real good seafood pasta.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I take this pasta and stuff it into this turkey leg, how would it go over? So I called a couple of my friends over. I let them try it. They were like, man, it's really good. Now the thing was, once I announced it, and this was the most fulfilling thing. Once I announced it that I was going to start, I pulled up around my friend's club, which is the association on North Claiborne, and I had a line around the corner before they even taste the food. And then once they taste the food, it was history from there.
Wow.
Yes.
So, jeez. But I mean, the product is amazing. I've been there multiple times, and the service, again, is consistent. The food is consistent, and the experience wasn't what people were familiar with was in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So that really made it nice. And I think the first time I went, it was just like somebody invited me after a ceremony, and I was like, okay, cool. And we went, and I was like, okay, didn't know this
Wasn't
was
expecting
here,
that, huh?
right? No.
Mm-hmm.
And then got in there and then got the food. I was like, okay, all right. But I always share with our listening audience, like, where I eat, because that's always an activity. That's one of my favorite things.
Definitely appreciate that.
But for sure, the people who've been, they've had wonderful experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Now, back way in kindergarten, were you thinking about being a restaurateur? Was this on your mind?
Not at all.
Tell us about 5-year-old.
I've never in my
Legs.
life worked in a restaurant.
Okay.
I've always, so my mom is a entrepreneur. My mom has a hairdresser. My mom has several properties. So I always saw my mom being an entrepreneur. I've sold frozen cups to my mama customers. I've sold jerseys. I've washed their cars. I've served them food, like just cooking, just doing anything just to make a buck. So I've always had that entrepreneur spirit. Like I said, but a restaurant, I've never worked in a restaurant a day in my life, even through school. You know how people have the high school journeys and college
Now, where'd
journeys.
you go to school?
I went to John F. Kennedy.
Okay, Cougars. I love to hear it. Yes. My
Yes.
husband's a 91 graduate.
All right, look out. KD coming up in September.
Yes, I know. So now that the restaurant has been open, well, how long have y'all been open?
We've been open probably about 6 weeks now.
Weeks?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. And
Weeks?
Weeks. Literally.
Wow.
Yes.
I thought you were getting ready to say 6 months, and I just happened to sleep on it.
No, 6 weeks. Like, and the city is embracing it. Like, it's amazing to see the reception we're getting. Obviously, we put a lot of time, effort, and resources into that building. That building was not what you see now. It's not what it was when we walked in there. So we put a lot of resources in that building. The people appreciate it because when you hear the name Wild Turkey, you're not expecting to go into a restaurant that looks like that and that's so attention to detail. Because as you can see from the floor to the ceiling, all of that is one of my partners. He literally, he detailed that thing from the restrooms to the floors to the mirrors to the lounge area. Did you walk to the lounge area?
Yes.
So to the lounge area, so everything is carefully calculated. So I think we just wanted the city just to have a place where it could be like, this is our place.
Yeah.
That we can go to and we don't have to spend $1,000.
Listen, we can talk about it. Somebody's in the comments and said weeks. Yes, I'm at weeks too because I thought y'all had been there a little while and I just hadn't heard about it. But now that I've been and the response from other people, right in this particular economy, we have to support our own. Not saying nobody else, but we got to take care of our own.
For sure.
And not saying to go in just because we're black, you're a black establishment, but the proof is in the pudding. There are places I go to I don't necessarily have good experience about. I'm not going to slam them. That for me, I think is unfair.
Yes.
But if I know it's good service, I'm going to go back.
So that's one thing. So we put a lot of time and effort into training. I don't want anybody just to come because it's a black-owned restaurant. I want you to get tremendous service. Obviously, the place is beautiful and the food is good. So it's a relatively new restaurant. So we have some kinks that we're working out. When it get real busy, sometimes the kitchen get a little backed up. But those are things that we're not just sitting on our hands. Like we're literally every day trying to get better. If we see some. If it's too hot in the kitchen, we get another AC unit. If the chef says she need more equipment, we getting more equipment. So we're trying to improve every day. And like I said, the service is the number one thing. I tell people, you get into it with a customer, you cannot work here. That is something very serious to me because the customer pays the bills. And I stand on that and I believe in that in every aspect of my life.
Yeah, the service industry is it's a difficult industry in general. And a lot of people look at people who provide service as servants, and that's not the case either, right? Yes, I do believe there should be some conversation about making things right, if there's a situation that happens at a restaurant, but at the same time, a lot of people just have to grow up. Because again, people are providing you a service or not your servant.
Yes, I 100% agree with that.
So now that 6 weeks, you are getting ready to get in the midst of the thick of things.
Yes.
Essence is coming in weeks.
Weeks. Yes.
What are the ideas and emotions around that?
So we actually have I have a food truck.
Okay.
That I had prior to this building. So we're gonna definitely activate the food truck. So to kind of like comb some of the customers outside, if they don't want to come in and have the wild experience, they can just go to the food truck and grab a turkey leg and go.
Carry
So
out.
that's one thing. You know, we're probably gonna have a short menu. You know, not have a big like the full menu because you know we want to make sure that people have the ultimate dining experience. So you know it's fun. And then we just added another smoker. The smoker is what we put the turkey legs on.
Okay.
So we just added another smoker. So now we have the capacity to smoke like 300 turkey legs at one time.
Mugga. Wait
Yes.
a minute.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. I'm super excited for you, and also low key terrified because 6 weeks and you have maybe 3 weeks before everybody descends upon the city.
We ready.
I believe you. I believe you. I'm telling you, I'm freaked out. Now, since you're in it, now have you had a chance to like stand back and watch, or is it that when you're in the restaurant, you're kind of just maintaining things? Have you had a chance to like step back and look around?
No, I'm hands on. I have somebody come at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning every morning. If he called me in the middle of the night and said that like something is wrong, I'm getting up. So I'm a hands-on person. I can't sit back and just watch the show. Eventually, hopefully it gets that way. But like right now, I'm in the thick of it. I literally go early in the morning. Then I go to my regular job. Then I go home and take a nap, and then I'm back there at night. So this is pretty much my life right now, and I'm here for it. You know, it's fun. You know, to see something like that, to see those ideas, you know, come to fruition, and just see how the people receive it. So it's a fun process.
Now, you have some signature things that are on the menu,
Mhm.
craft drinks, and also menu items.
Mhm.
What are some things that are particularly special to you about your menu over at Wow?
So one thing in particular is special to me is my main dish, which is the Mojo stuffed turkey leg. Is named after my cousin, Morris Reed Jr. He passed away in 2019. So that is the number one seller. Like we sell a lot of that product, and every time it rings up on the, I think about him every time it rings up on the counter. When I see a ticket, when I'm looking at the numbers and I see Mojo, that's all attributed to him. So that for me, that's a thing that kind of keeps his memory alive and keeps him on my mind, because every time I see that name, I know one thing: that's my cousin.
Yes, and I love that so much. We all miss him so much. Those of you who are remembering Morris Reed Jr., yeah, he left a big old space, but to now know what the Mojo is,
That's him.
That makes me feel a lot better. And so what about the signature drinks?
So my favorite drink, so the number one selling drink is the Purple Rain. The Purple Rain is a purple lavender lemon drop.
Okay.
And it's they love it. But my favorite drink is the wine about it. The wine about it is a Dulce Sangria.
Okay.
And it's very sneaky.
Okay.
2 glasses and you're pretty much done. So that date night you were talking about,
yes.
Just let all your listeners know they come in, order a bottle of wine about it, and I promise you the date is probably going to end very well. In a good way.
Gotta love that, right? Gotta love that.
Mhm.
And so you've been able to put some things together with pairing your meals, because it's not all turkey legs. They have a lot of different options that are available on the menu. So how did this go into craft? How did you all design the menu so that you have the different items for everybody to enjoy?
So, in a typical restaurant, you definitely always want a fish. So we have a red fish royale. It's a red fish that comes with corn mac chew and creamy mashed potatoes. That's the number 2 seller. The oysters are very good. I don't know if you had a chance to get the oysters,
I haven't had them
we
yet.
have the Rockefeller oysters, which is really, really good. That's the oysters that has the spinach dip on top. It's pretty good. One of my personal favorites is the Caribbean style turkey necks.
I had that last time.
Yes, that is our play on the oxtails.
Yes.
But with turkey necks. That is my favorite. So I actually had it last night. So, we kind of like, we have the turkey wings, the jumbo turkey wings with all kind of different flavors on them. Obviously the turkey necks. We have turkey sliders, and we have the turkey club. So we kind of like did a lot of little different plays on turkey, trying to stick with the concept. But we do have, like, I would say we have probably one of the top 3 gumbos in the city.
Okay.
But I'm not a bragger like that. I'll let you try it for yourself. But we have a hell of a gumbo. We have the best cocktail menu in the city. All our cocktails are very, very good.
Yes,
So
I will attest
you
to
know,
it. Yeah.
like I said, we have a wide range menu that everybody can enjoy. So it's not just come there turkey. Like you can literally come there. You can get your A2 you can get your red beans. You can get your we have one called a Bacchus burger, which is a half hot sausage, half hamburger, like the whole 9 yards. We have it all.
Well, the hot sausage lovers, I know they heard that. Half hot sausage, half hamburger. That sounds like a lot of flavor. We got some comments here in the chat. Cam says she does remember who Morris Reed was, and also she says she's coming to get that redfish.
Tell her, come on.
I want another layer of how you all came together to put the business together.
Mhm.
Was it something that you thought or that you're thinking that can pass along to some additional family members, or was this just something to get one of your creations out into the world?
So just a little backstory. So I have 3 other partners. Alonzo, which is Zoe, Greg, and Herb. They're Here We Go Entertainment. They're like 2 of the biggest promoters in the city. So I DJ for Love and Heartbreak, which is the R&B night.
Yes, over at the garden.
I open up for DJ Papa.
Okay.
Yeah, for Love and Heartbreak though, not the Sunday nights.
Okay.
But so Greg has been telling me for years, like, dude, like I think you have a hell of a product, man. Let's do something. I wasn't ready for it because I love to travel. Anytime I get a chance, I'm getting out of this city.
Yeah.
So I wasn't that. My mind wasn't on that yet. So one day, last year actually in July, I was on my way to Turks and Caicos, and Greg called me like, man, look, I have an opportunity. I found a building. I think it'll work. So he like, are you available? I'm like, well, I'm out the country right now. When I come back, we can talk about it. So I met him on St. Charles, and Zoe was there. So it was me, Zoe, and Greg, and we talked, and they laid out what their vision, obviously my concept, and when I saw the building, what you see now.
Oh, I remember. I remember what it used to be.
Oh my God, I don't even want to see what we saw.
I remember what it used to be.
So, and we came together. These guys were very, very, very serious about making this the best restaurant in the city, and I think we definitely achieved that goal because, looking at everything around the city, I really feel and I can confidently say that we have the best restaurant in the city.
I know that's right. Oh, Cam said when you're ready for a video DJ, let her know. She's one of our listeners in LA.
Tell her, come on.
People are probably making plans on how they're gonna get here and get some of this good food. So before we close out, what are the ways that our listeners and anybody else can get in touch with, get to order? How does this all work? What are all the socials, the website, and all of those good things?
So the website is www.thewildturkey.com. Obviously, we're on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Facebook.
All the things.
Yeah, all those things.
All the things.
But the restaurant is 401 Andrew Higgins. It's 2 blocks from the convention center, 1 block from the World War II Museum, 1 block from the Metropolitan, which is one of the biggest nightclubs in the city. Like I said, man, we're the plans is to open more concepts.
Yes.
And hopefully move to different cities.
Okay.
So we're not standing pat. We're gonna perfect this one and then we're gonna move on.
I love it. Lance Domino. Wild Nola. Wild Turkey Nola. Did I say that right?
You got it. Wild Turkey Nola.
Wild Turkey Nola. Thank you for joining us here on the Front Porch. And of course, you have an open invitation to come back and share with our listeners as the new concepts come about and people are saying, I'm on the site right now.
There you go.
For sure. And we look forward to seeing great things coming out of the city from John F. Kennedy. You heard me.
There you go. There you go.
You listen to the Front
Cool
Porch
Gus.
here on WBOK, what New Orleans is talking about all day long.
Friday morning, I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. There's a new law aiming to close a loophole regarding labeling imported seafood. This law aims to stop vendors and restaurants from what's known as commingling or mixing domestic and foreign seafood while passing it off as local. Restaurants and vendors who are caught not labeling commingled seafood will face a $15,000 fine for the first offense, $25,000 for the second, and $50,000 for the third. The final three suspects in the deadly Republic nightclub shooting just made their first court appearance. Dandrick Green's bond is set at $1.1 million, and Jeremy Williams is at $650,000. Now, he was already in jail on unrelated charges. Michael Clavo had his bond set at $1.1 million, and this all comes 2 years after the nightclub shooting that killed Jezreel Poulier and injured 11 other people. Crime officials say they use a handful of technology to make the arrests. And a match 8 years in the making is finally here. Team USA will kick off their quest for a World Cup championship tonight in prime time with a showdown against Paraguay. The Team USA roster includes a mix of World Cup veterans and first-timers, something they hope will propel them through the group stage and into the knockout rounds. The U.S. will play at least 3 games in the group stage, with those matches spread out over the next 2 weeks. Tonight's game will begin at 8 p.m. and will be played in Los Angeles, California. I'm Daryl Forges, and that's your headlines for WBOK. And
this is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. As BET's co-founder, Sheila Johnson has a ton of experience in media, but a lot's changed since she first got the black-focused entertainment cable network off the ground. Johnson spoke to Bloomberg about the state of media and what black audiences might be seeking out now.
I just think that the landscape and the racial landscape of what African Americans are watching is changing. And I just think that we have got such a broad perspective of people out there that want something different, especially this younger generation. So we need to reevaluate what are the goals of black media and what are the answers? What is it out there that we need to answer?
According to Nielsen, just over 50% of black viewers feel there isn't enough content on TV from people of their identity group. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
Lowe's has the brands pros trust to get the job done. You can now shop new Catalyst fencing solutions and save big when you do. 10% off when you buy in bulk. Plus, save $180 on a DeWalt 12-inch dual bevel sliding compound miter saw. Now just $449. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 5/6 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
New Orleans never sleeps, and neither does WBOK. Now, every voice, every moment, and every show is in your pocket. Search WBOK Media wherever you get podcasts. Download, share, rate us 5 stars. Because when you support us, you amplify black voices and the New Orleans culture.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
If you had $1 million, would you leave it to an 18-year-old?
Hopefully not, but that's exactly what can happen with a simple will. The money goes straight to your kids when they hit the legal age, no guardrails.
A trust lets you control when and how they receive their inheritance. You can set ages, milestones, or even make sure they finish school first.
Give them security, not a spending spree.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that owns the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana communities through economic development, cultural enrichment, and free educational programs. To learn more about the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation, please visit us at www.jazzandheritage.org.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Though
white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a great big caddy, diamond in the back, some rooftop, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, some rooftop, digging the scene. Diamond in the back, some rooftop. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, or Beamer, or Bentley, or Benz, with gangster white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a great big caddy, down in the back, some rooftop, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, some rooftop, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, some rooftop, digging the scene. Yeah. Hey y'all. High and Mighty would just like to remind you to be thankful. Be thankful for what you got. Don't spend your time looking over the next person's shoulder, looking at what they got, trying to figure out how you can get it, as if that's gonna make you a better person, a more complete, whole person. Nah, it's about looking at yourself and being grateful for what you already have and not taking that for granted. No, we spend too much of our time looking at what the next person has. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a great big caddy, diamond in the back, some rooftop, in the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, diamond in the back, some rooftop. Diamond in the back, some rooftop, digging the sea.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. That was a wonderful interview with Lance Domino from Wild Turkey Nola, and yeah, you know what I'm having for lunch. Already, I am for real. I headed back over there. It has been. I did not know he was the owner, y'all. I did not know he was the owner there, and I was just telling him I used to see you all the time, and now I'll never see you. And now I have some idea as to why. But if you haven't been, go ahead and take the trip over that way, and get to know the good people over there. I'm telling you, it's a cute date night. It's a cute lunch, and all and such. I don't know if you all were aware that this is New Orleans Restaurant Week, and we've been having a bit of that on here on the front porch. So I hope you've enjoyed meeting some of the restaurateurs that have joined us this week. And yeah, us first. Thanks, please, and thank you. Not anti anybody else, but definitely us first. Uh, yeah. Cam said, plan a trip and line up all the restaurants you want to eat in. That's what you're doing. I love that. Let's see. Josh said, I don't drink, but I want one of these cocktails. Live a little. Live a little. Food is, I mean, amazing for sure. It is delicious. So yeah, and in the restaurants that I have told you guys about, I mean, I have had good service from each establishment, and not because they know who I am. In most cases, I come back and tell y'all about places that I'm trying for the first time, so those people definitely don't know me. But yeah, if they do a great job, I'm letting you know about it. Go spend your money with us. Let some of that circulate within our community, and we gotta see about ourselves. Let's see. Keep eating, Kimber. Your husband gonna be singing that song. I got a fat girl on my boy. Go to hell. And that's not even the word I wanted to say to you, and you know it. But if you didn't know Josh, at one point I weighed 227 pounds. So he loved me big, he loved me small. How about that? That'll hold you, messy self. That's why I'm going to your picnic and you not. Ha, ha, ha. For sure. Yes, Cam. I mean, listen, there's one thing. Well, my two favorite pastimes, if anybody knows me, I like to eat and I like to sleep. Those are the things that I love to do. And oddly enough, most people think I am a people person. I am absolutely not. Who knew I like to talk so much? I didn't, which my family members are telling me all the time. Like, who knew you could talk so much? I mean, I can entertain children all day long because kids are the purest humans ever. But I guess I just have a lot of opinions on things that I have read about from time to time. I try not to be too obtuse and too unwilling to hear new ideas, but yeah. Yeah, eating and sleeping. Yes, Cam, eating and laying on the couch, moo and mooing for real. I like being at home. That's why my house has been made into like a haven. And my kids like to stay at home too, which I love. And Hubs, he loves to be at home, so we are having a good time. But because of what we do and what our roles are, we have to be outside. We're going to make a good time of it. But sometimes, listen, if you ever hear me lean in and say, are you sure about that? Just take me home. Suggest it. Suggest that people take me home because it's about to get ugly. Uh, and I'm just serious on that. I am really less of a people person than you all may think. I like to people watch. I don't necessarily always like to be in the mix. But shouts out to y'all for observing that. People are still asking to touch me before they reach out and hug me. And it's not I think I need to be set apart. I get overstimulated by people constantly touching me. So it's no I have an ego about it. No, you're literally causing me to misfire in my brain with the constant touching. So asking for permission, yes. reaching out and touching me without it, no, no good, no good. And I didn't realize how many people had that until I posted it one day, and people were like, "Oh, yes, I suffer with that too. Or I deal with that too." Do you have an overstimulation like that, Jared? Like people touching you? You don't know? Like because people are often reaching for me, people will just touch me, and it's overstimulating to me. Like if I've like consumed too much, also I need a second to kind of shift my brain a little, and the constant touching and talking to me at the same time or trying to get my attention. Yeah, I will lose my marbles, and you'd be like, "Oh my God, that was awful." Like, yeah, I'm sorry, because I have like facial twitches that are kind of like the signal before I. But yeah, like if you see me talking to somebody, say excuse. I don't know why I have to say this to adults. Say excuse me, and then please don't touch me. That patting, yeah, I think I may have PTSD from little cousins. I don't know. Let's see. Josh said, "You a food person that what? I'm a food person that eats food where people are at." Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. I, I'm a love. I who wants to eat? No, I like to eat alone in a space with people. If that makes any sense. Yeah. You say you don't do massages because of that. People think you're crazy. No, I get it. Like my dad didn't like it. My dad did not like people touching him. Part of that was from the military, I know for sure. And you definitely couldn't touch his feet in his sleep. Mom did that one time and found out that was not a good idea. But yeah. Let's see. Paul says, I grew up hugging everybody. Don't even hesitate or think to ask. You might like Michigan a lot because people up here don't hug one another. Um, Everybody, I feel like Southern are huggers. And I guess like within my family, that's okay. No, it's not even okay within my family. I was just alerted to my cousins by my cousins this week that I don't hide um and I think I do hide my exact feelings about people. They said no, I'm trying to do it, but I fail at it. Yeah, even in my family, I I don't want everybody hugging me, and especially if we got some tension, please don't touch me at all, because I don't know, but everybody doesn't have that stem, but some people do, and that's one of mine. That constant, yeah, petting. I heard you. You don't have to touch me to do it. I know. I know it's odd. Chuck it up to the ADHD. There are a lot of different things that I have discovered about myself since being diagnosed, and we need to have more conversations about it. More people are neurodiverse than are neurotypicals, and neurotypicals often are unaware of that, while people who are neurodivergent tend to be hyper aware of things. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing for a whole different day. Now, I heard what Elwin was doing this weekend. What are y'all doing this weekend? Paul, how are you healing? I hope all is going well out in Michigan. And what are y'all doing this weekend? I know my weekends are never quiet or slow. What y'all got going on? 504-582-9422. Josh, I don't think I will ever recover from Section 8 music. I don't ever think that'll ever be out of my vocabulary. We're definitely going to have to spin the block on that whole idea and title because why, sir? Why? Section 8 music. That is insane. Who even thinks like that? And I still don't completely I don't agree. I do not agree. That is craziness. 504-582-9422 is the number here. It is still Free Your Mind Friday. If you have something on your mind, you want to get it off your chest, call us. put it in the chat. I may read it if it's not vulgar, because we got to be making sure that we are not breaking the FCC rules. You know, things are changing. We have a lot of things shifting in media, especially, yes, Cam, that Section 8 music thing is a stand-up comedy routine. It sounds like it might be a Trivia Tuesday question. I mean, that is insane. Who thinks of that to say? Section 8 music. I don't think I will ever recover from that. But back to what I was saying about media. Media has been consolidated, which means media is under attack, and the message is narrowing as we continue along. The efficacy and the ethics are seeming to disappear as it relates to media. If I'm not mistaken, there are, I think, 5 different companies or organizations that own the mainstream media organizations now, and that is not good. If we don't do something quickly or something doesn't happen, we may be looking at censorship, the same thing that we fought with the Soviet Union about. So I don't know what is going to take for our community members and allies to get activated, but something's got to give. Okay, you're doing remarkably well. Wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that you're having energy that you haven't had in years. Speedy recovery. Seems like you are well on your way. And Josh, let's see. What? Frankie Beverly and Maze, you saying those are called picnic music? But then that would also mean that only certain groups of people could have picnics, Josh? I don't think that's a fair comparison. Those aren't the same thing. Anyway, you listen to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
Mostly sunny and hot with highs reaching 89 to 96 degrees, feeling like 100 to 105. A slightly better chance to see spotty showers and storms in the afternoon and evening, especially on the South Shore. Most rain, if you get any at all, will wrap up by late evening. Lows for tonight, 75 to 78 degrees. Over the weekend, temperatures expected to be back into the 90s, feeling like 100 to 105 and above. Spotty chances for rain. For the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hello, friend. Tavis Smiley here with a special announcement. You can catch my show at a new time. Weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Same great topics, same great guests, same great conversations, just a little earlier in the day. It's Tavis Smiley, weekdays 1 to 4 p.m. only on WBOK 1230 a.m. What New Orleans is talking about.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 a.m.
Let's talk about the explosive controversy erupting at CBS News. Specifically, the turmoil erupting at 60 Minutes, considered the golden standard of journalistic integrity. The iconic news magazine has been on the air for 57 years. The trouble started when media mogul David Ellison, an ally of President Donald Trump, gained control of CBS. Ellison brought in Barry Weiss, who has no broadcast news experience, as chief news editor. Weiss immediately troubled the network waters, creating friction among the staff, firing or failing to renew the contracts of several veteran correspondents. Weiss turned the boat completely over when she hired another non-broadcast news person to head the 60 Minutes news magazine. Now, that would be tantamount to putting me, a broadcast journalist with no experience in print, in charge of editorial content at the newspaper. Well, that silly move was the last straw for veteran newsman Scott Pelley. He blasted Weiss, accusing her of trying to kill the program. Pelley was immediately fired for his blunt observation, creating even more tension at the network. And Weiss was already taking heat for allegedly attempting to slant the news to appease the Trump administration. By now, you're probably wondering, why in the hell should this be of interest to you? As I see it, what's occurring at CBS News is a microcosm of what's taking place in media overall. Ask yourself this question: who controls your information? The media has consolidated into only a handful of voracious, profit-driven owners, primarily with a bottom-line interest. This is exactly what legendary CBS News President Fred Friendly warned us about way back in the late 60s. The narrowing of news ownership would potentially lead to corporate news prioritizing profit over public service, dangerously leading to the reduction of independent journalistic voices. So here we are today, where media in the United States are now controlled by just 6 major companies. These conglomerates own information distribution platforms that run the gamut from broadcast, print, to social media networks. Compare that to 1983, where media in the U.S. were controlled by 50 companies. It was Thomas Jefferson who considered a free press to be a vital pillar of democracy. At this point in our history, sadly, it appears that the press and democracy are both in jeopardy. This is Norman Robinson off the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another open enrollment update. Who do I have on the line today?
Hi, you're speaking with Vanessa Scott of BSG of Louisiana.
Can you tell us a little bit about what is open enrollment?
The open enrollment period is for Medicare members that want to change from one plan to another.
Why is open enrollment so important?
Because a lot of people missed out on the annual enrollment period, so they need to have a one-on-one review.
And if you have questions or concerns about your Medicare plans, what should you do?
You just pick up the phone, call 504-621-3687. We even come out to your house. Zero cost to them.
Get with BSG of Louisiana for your Medicare review.
For church groups, senior communities, or disability organizations, call 504-621-3687. We are an independent insurance agency providing information about Medicare-related insurance plans. We are not connected or endorsed by Medicare or the U.S. government.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back to the Front Porch here on WBOK. What New Orleans is talking about all day long. I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree, and on the other side of the glass is Jared. And we're gonna close or get to the close of the show, listening to some additional information about what's going on with our, our issues or hashing out people identifying their issues with us and being anti-black. But here we go.
Americans show their entire anti-black backside in videos and comment sections regarding the acquittal of Rick Chow and the call to boycott Asian businesses, and now the cross burning in Chicago has been a masterclass in how racism is narcissistic abuse, because so many ricecrackers are out here yelling and screaming as though black people somehow did something to us when all they want is to be left alone. So first of all, Rick Chow was acquitted. I don't know how anybody with a shred of intellectual honesty or morals can be at peace with that, but Rick Chow was acquitted. So for you to be making videos or going into black people's comment sections arguing as if they're the problem and you're somehow the victim because you feel unpopular in this moment because Rick Chow was acquitted is narcissism at best and malicious hatred at worst. As for the boycotts, Asian Americans are not entitled to black people's money, plain and simple. Business 101, provide quality goods, quality service, and treat your customers with respect. But if you've made a habit of providing subpar goods and subpar service and disrespecting your customers, rest assured, your business is not being judged on the basis of one Rick Chow. Your business is being judged for what it is. If you go into a black neighborhood and open a business and you've made a habit of treating black customers like they're the problem, pitching a fit and playing victim when your black customers say, "We won't be bothering you anymore," is narcissistic abuse. The cross burning. For the past 18 months, black Americans have been living under an administration that has been overtly organizing for decades to do everything it can to drag the country back to Jim Crow. And the sick plot twist and the fuckery that was...
Yikes. Well, there was that. She was really had enough of it. But yeah. And so when we're talking about, supporting our businesses and making sure that people in our community, we got to kind of get to, at some point, we got to be at the front of the line for us. Like, we got to be in the front of the line for us. So I'm hoping that, as we progress, as we are taking stock of what has been advantageous to us and what things have not been advantageous to us, that we start taking some care with our money. Y'all, it's the weekend. Hope you are prepared to have a wonderful, long weekend. And that is our time. You've been listening to The Front Porch. Remember to practice random acts of kindness and do something nice for somebody else because it's the nice thing to do. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other, and we're going to see y'all on the flip. Bye.